Hey you guys, we are finally to the stage of our microgreen series where we're going to be harvesting, and I'm going to show you guys some of the essentials that I feel like you should have on hand, which I don't, and I can tell you why it's been kind of a pain to not have these things, and then just some of the things so far that I would have done differently and just some tips and tricks. So here are my pea shoots. I'll be honest, I am a mother of three. I farm. We have a lot of things going on. So I'm really busy, like a lot of you guys are. So I'll be realistic. These should have been harvested right here. Then when they start making these additional sprouts, I probably should have harvested them before then. So I'm going to say right here is where I should have harvested. This is where I am harvesting. So these were a trial run. All these were trial runs for my family. So I don't so much mind. But if I were to be selling these, that is going to be an issue because these are way too tall. I moved my microgreen setup from out in the greenhouse because I didn't have space into my house. And I just got busy. So be mindful of that. These are too tall. But I still think they're going to taste well. So that's that. I'm going to show you guys what you need. So for your house, let's just say you're just growing these for your own family. I have got a bowl, and I would highly recommend pruning shears, which I can't find mine, so I just have scissors. You can also use a really sharp knife. This is one of those mistakes, like I need my pruning shears. That would be the most ideal way to do this. And then for your house, this is fine, right? Like just a bowl is no big deal. If you are going to be doing this to sell, which our next topic, or our next video in this series will be about selling and marketing, you'll need to figure out if you're wanting to sell yours in plastic bags, or if you're wanting to do clamshells, or how you're wanting to sell these for market or to your consumer. I'm not so much worried about this since this is just going to go in my fridge and my family's going to consume them. But in our next video, we will kind of go more in depth on how to market these, how to sell them. Knowing that your appearance is a big deal, especially if you're going to do these at farmers markets. I'm going to give you guys some tips and tricks that I really think is going to be helpful in getting your product out there, but most importantly, getting your product sold, right? So we can always grow it, we can have it, it's getting rid of it that's always usually the tricky part. I will go ahead and say, for microgreens, the only ones that need to be washed are sunflowers, your sunflower shoots, because the holes drop down in it. So a lot of times you can wash those. You can wash them under the sink. If you have a bubbler system, wash them in there. You will also need them to dry before you package them, or then we're going to be exposed to lots of issues you don't really want to deal with. But right now for this, no big deal. So I'm just going to move my hand back on some of these. I can actually move you guys a bit closer to show you guys this. All right. Bear with me, y'all. Move my aloe plant out of the way. All right. So I'm just pushing back on these, and then I'm going to clip. So now I've got a handful. And into my bucket it goes. And we are just going to keep doing that. Now, the good thing is, too, we do not like to waste anything on our farm, which I'm sure a lot of you guys feel the same way. So what I will actually do is, after I clip all this off, what's left in the tray and the pea shoots, I will feed that to my chickens. And then I will take that soil and put it in my compost. So it really is... everything's being used, which is really nice. You want to make sure when you're cutting these too that you cut down to the bottom as much as possible. I'm not really doing a great job at this right now just because some of these are so big anyways. But you want to make sure that you're getting the most out of your product. So try to cut down to the bottom as much as possible just so you're getting your money's worth. All right. There's a lot here, so I am not going to do this entire tray on video, but it's a really simple process. So from start to finish so far, and this went way longer than it ever should have for me. We're at probably 9 days in, 10 days in. The pea shoots grow so fastly that this could have been absolutely so to harvest a 7-day crop, which is what I would recommend. So the good thing about these two is you can put them in salads, on omelets, you can put them on toast. You can actually, I'm about to be doing some wheatgrass, which will then be put into juices and smoothies. So there's just so many benefits of this that I really feel like if you're wanting to give this a go and you're wanting to try growing something and a garden's just not feasible for you, give microgreens a go. There are so many nutrients in these right here that I honestly cannot even express to you. So here we go. Halfway through, I've got a beautiful big bowl of microgreens and I'm super excited. I know my family's going to be really pumped about this too. Those are my tips today on how you harvest. If you guys have any questions, please leave a comment, reach out to me personally, and I will help you guys as much as I can. Until then, I will see you guys next week and we'll talk about how to promote and market and sell these if that is something that you are interested in. So see you guys soon.